In a new twist that caught many off guard, including me, reports are now out that the Tennessee Titans are now the leading candidates to land Tom Brady in free agency, followed by the Las Vegas Raiders, and finally the New England Patriots at third. Tennessee has the personnel that Brady is reportedly looking for, most obviously a strong run game anchored by Derrick Henry that took the Titans all the way to the AFC Championship game this past season. So, Shannon, can you actually see this happening?
Well, Skip, you remember when we talked about this at the very beginning when you and I both, I think we came to the conclusion that we think Tom Brady's going to leave. And the thing that I said, he can't worry about, well, I wonder if my wife's going to like it here. He has to go to a situation that's going to present him the best opportunity to win. It's as simple as that. Now, Peyton got the ideal situation, Skip, because they had just went to the playoff, kind of like Tennessee. They just went to the playoff with Tebow. Had Demaryius Thomas Young, Eric Decker, Julius Thomas, No Sean Marino. They had some nice pieces.
True.
So when I look at it, and everybody's like, Indy, why would he go to Indy? Indy got nice pieces. And I know Tennessee, small market, but Tom Brady doesn't care about the market. The only market he cares about, where can I go, what market can I go to and get number 7?
Yeah.
That's the market he should be concerned with. Skip, you look at it. You talk about offensive line, they got a very good offensive line. Now, they're probably going to lose Conklin. Normally, Skip, you let offensive linemen like him get to free agency, somebody's going to throw a ton of money at him. And he's probably going to leave. But they got a nice, solid offensive line. They got some nice young pieces at wide receiver. A.J. Brown had an unbelievable season. Corey Davis was the first rounder. Jonnu Smith, I forget, I can't even pronounce the other. Ferkser. So they got nice pieces. And defense, and they got 50, 55 million in cap space, maybe do a contract here, redo a contract here or there. You might create as much as $70 million in cap space. So if he knows Vrabel, the question is, Skip, when Peyton came, they turned everything over to Peyton. Whatever Peyton, they ran the play. Peyton put the game plan together for practice. When they ran plays for, pregame warm-up, that was all Peyton.
Yep.
I don't know if Tom wants that kind of responsibility, but this is a very good situation. Very well coached, he knows structure. You're going to be here, point A, point B. You're going to be on time. So I like it, Skip. I like it. At this point, yes, L.A. is nice. Ooh, sunshine. San Francisco is nice. It's a childhood team. You get an opportunity. But, Skip, at the end of the day, Tommy's got to look at it because I don't really think he's going anywhere for the school system. I understand he got kids, and guess what? His wife can run her business from anywhere, anywhere in the United States, be it Tennessee, Indy, L.A., Vegas, so it really doesn't matter. But Tennessee is a very viable option.
As Jenny was surprised, so was I. I had swung and missed on Tennessee as an option. I had thought about it and skipped right over it. But I'm going to first talk about cities, city appeal. I told you right out of the box, Indy doesn't seem like Tom's kind of place to be. And furthermore, he'd be playing in the house that Peyton built. And a little bit in Peyton's shadow. In Tennessee, there's no shadow. Because there's not much to show there in football legacy. So I did go to school in Nashville at Vanderbilt. It was a long time ago, and Nashville wasn't what it has become, but it has boomed. Boom.
Oh, it's huge.
It is huge and still growing.
You need to go to Nashville. I say, for what?
Just to hang out.
I heard it's
a place to be.
It's starting to feel like there's L.A. and there's New York and there's, as they call it, Nash Vegas.
Nash Vegas, right?
They call it, right?
Yeah.
And
crazy.
I went to a concert the other night with Ernestine on Valentine's to see my man Nelly perform downtown L.A., and he had just gotten back from recording for all weekend in Nashville. And I was like, Nashville? Well, it was called Country Grammar.
Right?
Okay, I don't know about that. But anyway, the point is, it's happening in Nashville.
Good point.
I'm not saying Giselle would love it there, but it would probably be okay. It's got some new aura to it, some new cachet to it that would maybe fit the power couple that are Tom and Giselle.
Well, considering Skip, they put their house on the market in Boston. I don't know if she loves Boston either.
I don't either.
She seems like she likes the coast. She likes New York or she likes L.A. best.
And do trust me on this. There's a lot of money in Nashville because I went to school. I went to school with a whole lot of kids who went to private high schools in Nashville, and they're really good. Montgomery Bell Academy, trust me. It's a football factory and an academic school. So the point is you can put your kids in really good schools there. then back to Mike Vrabel. Remember, Mike played with Tom for the first 8 years that Tom was the starting quarterback, and they won 3 Super Bowls together and should have won a 4th Super Bowl together, and it was the first Eli.
Right.
And they are said to be close friends. I don't know how close they are, but they were at least friendly.
Well, he threw him a lot of touchdown passes.
He sure did.
Threw him a couple in the Super Bowl.
And they might share some deeper, quieter dislike of Bill Belichick, because remember, it was Belichick who traded away Vrabel in the Castle trade to Kansas City, right?
Yes.
And he finished his career the last couple of years in Kansas City. So does he love Belichick? I don't know. Maybe they share sort of a kind of a clenched teeth sort of love.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, Coach Belichick, does he love any? It seems like to me the only disciple that he's ever loved is Josh McDaniel, because it seems like Josh is the only one to ever leave and come back. Romeo didn't come back. Charlie didn't come back. Obviously, Bill O'Brien is still coaching. But there's not a very many of his disciples, Skip, that once they leave the nest, he's kind of, I guess he's kind of like a bird. Once you leave the nest, don't bring your butt back.
Okay, and I'm just going off sheerly television. Vrabel comes off like a guy I'd like to play for.
Oh, yeah.
He just seems like a pretty cool guy, and he gets it. He's a player's coach because he was a good player, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so is there some connection? Yeah, maybe that would work. Would Derrick Henry stay if he knew that Tom Brady was coming?
Yeah.
Probably. And I'm going to remind everybody, they were in the AFC Championship game, and they did have a 17-7 lead before that happened.
Because, Skip, there was Derrick Henry, because they asked him about Tom Brady, but they need a quarterback. Okay, Tannehill's up.
And he said the right thing about Tannehill. He said, well, why, what about...
Brady's the GOAT, but why would you want... You know,
he said it correctly. But if you told him Tom Brady's going to be your quarterback for the next couple of years, he's going to say, ooh, that's kind of intriguing. Same way with Conklin, the offensive lineman. If you told him it's Tom Brady, would he say, I don't know,
Skip, you
$55 million in cap space? I don't know.
I know, but Conklin will probably eat that up by himself.
Yeah.
Because he's, hey, you know, Skip, when you get to free agency, teams overpay. Because if they don't overpay, why would I leave a situation where I'm comfortable? I've been here for at least 4 to 5 years. If you have a wife or a significant other, you got kids, they've been established. So in order for someone to uproot that, it takes a lot to uproot a redwood. I mean, you can move it, but it takes a lot.
It does.
So it's going to take a lot to get him up out of there.
So Pro Football Focus ranked this offensive line 12th in pass blocking, but they did a pretty good job for Ryan Tannehill and kind of put him back on the map.
Well, there must have been one in run blocking.
You got it. Well, he didn't really need a lot of blocking a lot of times. He just made holes by himself. The receiving core, Pro Football Focus ranked 3rd in the National Football League, which surprised me, but you ran down the list. It's pretty good. Even that little Khalif Raymond from Holy Cross who caught the big ball at Baltimore.
Yeah, my 15 cousins, Sharp. He's pretty good, too.
He's pretty good, too.
15?
They're deep in receivers. So Tom,
better than what Tom said, better than what I got.
Okay, and remember, little Dion Lewis is still there, and Tom loved him, a little safety valve out of the backfield. So I'm saying, okay, I could see this happening. I stand by what I've said. Again, if I'm the 49ers, I cut bait with Garoppolo. I let him go back to Belichick if he wants to, and I go forward with Tom twice.
Skip,
next 2 years.
Every team that we mentioned has better offensive pieces than the Patriots.
You got that right.
Offensive line, running back, wide receiver, tight end. You can't name a situation. Talk to Raiders. Raiders got a better situation than what they got in New England. You go Indy, you go Tennessee, you go you go whomever.
Okay, so would it be a better story than Tom to the Titans to go Tom back to the 49ers, his childhood favorite team that he grew up going to games and loving, San Mateo, right down the freeway? Yes, that would be better. Would it be better if it gets really ugly between Dak and Jerry? Would it be a better story if Tom goes to the Dallas Cowboys? Yes, it would, better than the Titans. Would Tom to L.A. for probably the Chargers, maybe even the Rams, in that new SoFi billion-dollar stadium here in Los Angeles, would that be a better story than Tom to the Titans? Yes, it would. But I can make the case that, because I've been pushing hard on the Chargers, I think the Titans would offer more than the Chargers would. Overall, they would offer more because their defense was ranked 11th last year. It was pretty good.
And the thing is, Skip, they got a running game. Melvin Gordon's a free agent. Probably not going to be back. Now you hear rumblings with Russell Okung is concerned with the direction the team is going in. So there's a lot of uncertainty on that side. The one thing that is certain is that Anthony Lynn is going to be the head coach, and I trust A-Lynn that he's going to get this.
I would too.
They're going to get this thing back rolling. But when you look at Tennessee, Skip, Tennessee is a viable option.
Sure.
And they can run the football, which will ease some of the pressure off of Tom. And when you can run the football, they can control the clock. So it's not like they're going to ask Tom Brady, Tom, we're going to need you to throw the ball 600 times in order for us to win throughout the course of the season. That's not going to happen. They want to be able to run the football and count on Tom to be Tom. We get late. We down late in the ball game. We down 3. We need a field goal. Tom can go get us in field goal range or get us a touchdown to win it. That's what they're looking for.
So a couple months ago, if you told me Tom Brady is going to be a Titan, I would have laughed you right off this desk. But now,
it makes a lot of sense the way you guys talk about it. It almost feels too obvious, all the positives. But it caught us all by surprise. And Tom Brady watch, we will be watching. It continues for us. How about we talk about another thing we watched last night, and it was Joel.